Hello, welcome to today's live. So we're actually sitting in the corner of my second bedroom at the minute. I'm setting up my Spooky2. I've got it here. My Generator X. So you get to watch me set this up with one hand, so this should be fun. And I'm doing this as a slow-paced video. I'm not going to be, I usually do like talks and kind of like classes and presentation type things. Today I'm kind of just going to be doing this, and I'm going to be looking for your questions. So if you have questions to ask me while I'm doing this, let me know. And I might tell you a little bit about the Spooky and what we're using it for and why you might be interested in using one yourself. So I'm primarily going to be focused on getting this set up, but I'm also going to tell you a bit about the Spooky. So first of all, you need to have a laptop to use it, or a PC. So we've got some. It doesn't have to be like this. Is ancient, right? This is like some really old technology. Joanna, hello. Can you turn it down, please? Can you turn that down, please?
Oh yes.
Thank you. So. Thank you. So we've got this ancient prehistoric laptop. You don't need anything advanced. It does have to be a Windows laptop though. You can't use a Mac. You can't use Linux. It has to be Windows. You might be able to use like a virtual box through Linux. I don't know how to do that myself. So I would, if you're not an advanced technological person, I would just discourage you from using anything but a Windows laptop. So it doesn't have to be anything advanced. It can be. This has got to be like 20 years old. It's a really old laptop. As long as it can browse the internet and you could write a Word document, it's good enough to do this. So you really don't need the laptop to do all that much at all. You just need it for operating the machine. So the machine is actually doing most of the work. So we just need to run the software through it. So you need a laptop. A laptop or a PC also needs to have one or two USB ports, depending on the generator that you have and the type of scanning that you want to do. So, oh cool, this actually has a little drawer in it. I did not realise that. Cool. So, laptop still works, so that's good. So what we're doing today is Joanna has a really nasty infection or something going on in her throat, her lungs. She's been to the hospital because she couldn't breathe and she wasn't able to get restful sleep. So she's on meds at the minute as well. So I think you can imagine we're not really the kind of couple that just takes meds for nothing. So it's pretty bad to be doing this. And we don't actually have this set up because I haven't actually needed it. I've just been doing so well health-wise. Just haven't needed it, which is cool. So I invested in this to help me treat chronic Lyme and other types of co-infections. So for me it was Lyme, EBV, some type of murine retrovirus, so that's like a disease that they found in rats, and a strain of E. coli that was not beneficial to me. But I don't need to kill any of that anymore. My gut health is pretty flawless. I just for breakfast today I had 2 slices of this. We went to a new cafe and we got some really nice artisan bread, sourdough. So I had that toasted, and on that I had this like onion and tomato kind of sauce type thing with a fried egg on top of that, and then cheese and sauteed kale on top of that. And it was really good. It was really nice. It was like 2 hefty slices for €6. Really nice. I think it was all organic as well. I'm not sure. Really cool restaurant. So let me show you what we're doing here. So this is what the generator looks like. So I've got the computer set up. This is what the generator looks like. You've got the little things here. This is what we're playing with now. So you've got what did I write here? P3 and P4. So port 3, port 4. So I'm just going to be setting up one for the time being. So we're going to use P3. So this is the Spooky Boost. This is like a little attachment that amplifies the power that comes from the machine. So as you can see here, we've got 2 of these here. Let's see if I can hold this with my left hand. And this is basically, you're just going to attach on like this. So I'm just going to do that. Obviously I only have one hand, so I can't really show you me doing it. So we're going to put this in P4 because it's generator 1. So we just stick that in. So you basically just push it on and then twist the little things and it connects. So then you've got it like that. Attached. Nice. And then we're using the contact mode for this. So this is going to have some cables on. Let me just get those. So this is actually a service that I offer. I do a setup and tutorial. So if you're interested in actually doing this yourself, so the reason that I got into this, as I was saying, I was using it to treat chronic Lyme and EBV. I went to work with a bioresonance practitioner, and it was like 75 pounds a session. And I was on benefits at the time, so I really didn't have any money. And she was very generous and offered to give me sessions for free, which was fantastic. But it was still really hard for me to do, because when you go and work with a bioresonance practitioner, they're kind of just going to say, like, you're going to buy a 90-minute session, or you're going to go for a 90-minute session. They're just going to blast you with frequencies for the whole duration. And then you just got to kind of deal with the fallout of that. And if you've got chronic infections, when you kill them very rapidly, it can make you feel really quite awful. And that was the case with me. So I knew about bioresonance for a while, but I always thought, like, the machines are really expensive. It's nothing I'd be able to afford on benefits. And I found that you can get the sort of like the baby generator, the one that you get started with. So this would be, it's called the Spooky Generator XM. So it's like it's very cheap. It's only like $400. So you can get started with bioresonance quite affordably. And if you're treating something chronic like Lyme or EBV, and you're going to get many sessions, it might actually be more worthwhile buying your own machine and being able to do this at home, because then not only do you control the speed of your treatment, so you don't just go there, blast yourself for 90 minutes and then have to deal with the fallout of all of that die-off. You can actually do, I don't know, so for me, I could handle about 20 minutes or so a day. So I would do 20 minutes every single day. Oh, something's overboiling and Joanna's out of the house. Let me go and sort that. Sorry. Sorry about that. So Joanna's cooking some chicken broth, and she just left. I think she went downstairs to use the washing machine, and it overboiled everywhere. And then I come running out of the kitchen, and she doesn't know I'm in there. I scared her as well. So yeah, if you're trying to treat chronic issues, like, oh, I'm sitting on that. Oh. If you're trying to treat chronic issues and you've used bioresonance before, you might consider investing in your own machine, because it can save you a lot of money in the long run. For me, I hardly need to use mine anymore, so it shows you that it's effective. It gets you to the point where you don't actually need it anymore.